In the twilight years of life, a whisper of misinformation can echo like thunder, especially when it comes to heart health. You've probably heard the rumors. 150 over 90 is the new normal for seniors, or high blood pressure is just part of aging. But what if I told you these well-meaning myths could be as dangerous as a ticking time bomb? Today, we're going to set the record straight and explore the true rhythms of a healthy heart in our golden years. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does this matter so much? Well, imagine your body as a finely tuned orchestra, with your heart as the conductor. When the conductor's tempo is off, the entire performance suffers. So, what's the ideal tempo for our aging conductors? And how does this tempo differ between East and West? These questions aren't just academic. They're the key to unlocking a healthier, more vibrant third act of life. Curious about your heart's rhythm? Click subscribe now and join our health-conscious community. Dr. Emily Chun, a renowned cardiologist at Silverleaf Medical Center, couldn't agree more. Managing blood pressure isn't just about numbers, she explains, her eyes twinkling with the wisdom of countless patient encounters. It's about preserving the quality of life. Yes, our bodies change as we age, but that doesn't mean we should lower our standards for health. Dr. Chen's words paint a vivid picture. Our arteries as rivers of life, where the flow must be just right, not a raging torrent, nor a sluggish stream. But here's where the plot thickens. Did you know that your genetic heritage might be playing a secret role in this cardiovascular drama? Studies have shown that people of Asian descent are more prone to strokes than their Western counterparts. It's like comparing apples to oranges, or perhaps more aptly, sushi to hamburgers. This isn't just trivia. It's a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding why one-size-fits-all blood pressure guidelines don't always work. Let's dive into some eye-opening statistics. Imagine two groups of people. Group A experiences 4 to 8.7 strokes for every heart attack, while Group B sees only 0.8 to 1.7 strokes per heart attack. Sounds like quite a difference, right? Well, Group A represents East Asians, and Group B, Caucasians in Europe and America. This stark contrast isn't just numbers on a page. It's a call to action for personalized healthcare. Imagine your circulatory system as a grand orchestra, with blood pressure as its conductor. Too forceful, and the music becomes a chaotic crescendo. Too weak, and the melody fades away. Dr. Lily Chong, a renowned cardiologist at Harmony Health Institute, often uses this analogy to explain the delicate balance of blood pressure to her patients. It's not just about numbers, she says, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. It's about finding the perfect rhythm for your body's unique composition. But here's the twist in our tale. The perfect rhythm isn't universal. It's as diverse as the cultures that span our globe. Remember the stark contrast we mentioned earlier between East Asians and Westerners? Well, it's time to dive deeper into this fascinating disparity. Picture two gardens, one lush with cherry blossoms, the other blooming with roses. Both beautiful, yet requiring different care. This is precisely how we should approach blood pressure management across different ethnicities. Let's transport ourselves to the bustling streets of Taipei, where a groundbreaking study has recently emerged. Dr. Wang Zonga of National Taiwan University Hospital, in collaboration with mainland Chinese researchers, has orchestrated a symphony of data that's music to the ears of Asian health practitioners. Their focus? The golden years between 60 and 80, a time when the body's rhythms often need a bit of fine-tuning. This study isn't just another drop in the ocean of medical research. It's a tidal wave, challenging the one-size-fits-all approach to blood pressure management. Dr. Zonga and his team have meticulously examined three crucial aspects: the unique cardiovascular landscape of Chinese individuals compared to their Western counterparts, the optimal blood pressure range for sexagenarians and septuagenarians, and the importance of home blood pressure monitoring. But why is this study so revolutionary? Imagine for a moment that all musical instruments were tuned to the same frequency, regardless of their type or the music they're meant to play. Absurd, right? That's precisely why this Asian-focused study is so crucial. It's like creating a new tuning system specifically for traditional Chinese instruments, ensuring they can play their unique melodies to perfection. As we delve deeper into Dr. Zonga's findings, we uncover a treasure trove of insights that could reshape how we approach heart health in the East. It's not just about lowering numbers. It's about finding the sweet spot where the body's systems work in perfect harmony. This research isn't just changing guidelines. It's potentially saving lives by tailoring treatments to the specific needs of Asian populations. Enjoying this vital information? Hit the like button and turn on notifications to stay in tune with your health. Picture this: a serene garden where the gentle rustling of leaves harmonizes with the soft trickle of a nearby stream. This isn't just a picturesque scene. It's a metaphor for the ideal state of your cardiovascular system. Dr. Sarah Johnson, a holistic cardiologist at Evergreen Wellness Center, often paints this image for her patients. Your heart and blood vessels should flow as smoothly and calmly as that stream, she explains, her voice as soothing as the scene she describes. But how do we transform our bodies into this tranquil oasis, especially when life often feels more like a turbulent rapids? The answer lies in a carefully composed lifestyle symphony, where each element plays a crucial role in maintaining harmony. Let's start with the first movement, peace of mind. Imagine your emotions as different instruments in an orchestra. Anger and irritability are like cymbals crashing unexpectedly, disrupting the entire performance. Dr. Johnson advises her patients to practice what she calls emotional tuning. This could be as simple as taking 5 deep breaths before responding to a stressful situation or dedicating 10 minutes each day to meditation. Think of it as tuning your instrument before a concert, she says with a warm smile. The second movement focuses on bidding farewell to old habits. For 68-year-old Tom, a retired teacher, this meant saying goodbye to his evening whiskey and cigarette ritual. It was like leaving old friends, Tom admits, but I found new companions in herbal tea and evening walks. This transition wasn't just about breaking habits. It was about composing a new, healthier rhythm for his life. As we move to the third movement, we encounter the age-old wisdom. You're what you eat. But let's put a musical spin on this. Imagine your diet as a playlist. Too many heavy, processed foods are like a constant barrage of heavy metal. Exciting perhaps, but ultimately exhausting for your system. Dr. Johnson recommends a Mediterranean medley, a harmonious blend of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. It's like switching from hard rock to classical music for your arteries, she quips. The fourth movement is all about getting your body moving to the rhythm of health. For 72-year-old Margaret, this meant rediscovering her passion for dance. I joined a senior Zumba class, she shares, her eyes twinkling with excitement. It's not just exercise, it's a celebration of life. Whether it's Tai Chi in the park or swimming laps in the local pool, finding an exercise that brings joy is key to sticking with it. Our final movement addresses an often overlooked aspect of heart health, hydration. Think of water as the conductor's baton, guiding and controlling the tempo of your body's functions. Dr. Johnson suggests a clever trick for her older patients who worry about nighttime bathroom trips. Front-load your hydration. Drink more in the morning and early afternoon, then taper off as evening approaches. Imagine your body as a finely crafted violin. Just as a violinist must carefully tune their instrument before performance, we too must fine-tune our bodies for optimal health. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, a geriatric specialist at Harmony Health Institute, often uses this analogy with her patients. Your body is your instrument, she says, her eyes sparkling with wisdom. And every day, you're the conductor of your own health symphony. Let's start with the first string, bidding farewell to old habits. For 70-year-old Jack, a retired firefighter, this meant extinguishing his lifelong smoking habit. It was like saying goodbye to an old friend, Jack admits, his voice tinged with nostalgia. But then I realized this friend was actually my worst enemy. Dr. Rodriguez suggests a novel approach for her patients struggling with addiction. Replace the ritual, not just the substance. If you enjoyed your morning cigarette with coffee, try a morning stretch routine with herbal tea instead. Moving on to the second string, the culinary concerto. Think of your plate as a color palette, Dr. Rodriguez advises. The more vibrant and varied, the better the music it makes in your body. She recommends a rainbow diet, incorporating foods of different colors each day. For 68-year-old Maria, this approach transformed her meals from a monotonous melody to a rich symphony. "I never knew healthy eating could be so exciting," Maria exclaims, her face lighting up as she describes her latest creation, a salad featuring purple cabbage, orange bell peppers, and green avocado. The third string in our health concerto is exercise, the rhythm section of our body's orchestra. Dr. Rodriguez emphasizes the importance of finding joy in movement. Exercise shouldn't feel like a chore. It should be a celebration of what your body can do, she explains. For 75-year-old Robert, this meant rediscovering his passion for dance. "I joined a senior ballroom dancing class." He shares, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. "Now, not only is my heart healthier, but I've also become quite the ladies' man at the community center." Hydration, our fourth string, is often overlooked but crucial for maintaining our body's harmony. Dr. Rodriguez likens proper hydration to oiling the joints of an instrument. "Without it, everything becomes stiff and out of tune," she explains. For those concerned about nighttime bathroom trips, she suggests a clever technique. Think of your hydration like a dimmer switch. Start bright in the morning and gradually dim as the day progresses. Finally, let's address the art of blood pressure measurement, the tuning fork of our health symphony. Dr. Rodriguez stresses the importance of creating the right environment for accurate readings. "Imagine you're setting the stage for a performance," she says. "You wouldn't start playing in the middle of a noisy crowd, would you?" She advises her patients to create a calm, quiet space for blood pressure checks, avoiding exercise, caffeine, or stressful activities beforehand. The symphony of self-care, mastering the art of blood pressure measurement. Picture this. You're the conductor of a grand orchestra, and your blood pressure monitor is your most prized instrument. Just as a maestro wouldn't dream of starting a performance without proper tuning, we too must approach our health measurements with the same level of precision and care. Dr. Olivia Chun, a renowned cardiologist at Harmony Health Center, often uses this analogy to emphasize the importance of accurate blood pressure readings. "Think of your body as a finely tuned instrument," Dr. Chun explains, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Each measurement is like a note in your health symphony. Hit the wrong note, and the entire composition could be off." With this in mind, let's explore the nuances of this vital health practice. First, let's address the age-old debate. Left arm or right? Imagine twins, similar yet unique. That's how Dr. Chin describes our arms when it comes to blood pressure. "It's like choosing between two talented violinists," she muses. "They're both excellent, but one might have a slight edge. The general rule of thumb is to favor the right arm, as it often presents slightly higher readings." However, Dr. Chin advises a personalized approach. During your first audition, measure both arms. Then, stick with the lead violinist, the arm with a higher reading for future performances. Now, let's talk about timing, the rhythm of our health symphony. For 68-year-old Margaret, a retired school teacher, this was a game changer. "I used to check my blood pressure whenever I felt a bit off," she admits. "It was like trying to tune a piano in the middle of a thunderstorm." Dr. Chin recommends a more structured approach. "Aim for 3 readings, preferably at the same time each day," she advises. "It's like scheduling regular rehearsals for your body's orchestra." The cuff. The unsung hero of blood pressure measurement. Think of it as the bow to your violin. Too tight, and you'll produce a shrill, inaccurate note. Too loose, and the music falls flat. Dr. Chun suggests a simple test. The Goldilocks principle applies here. The cuff should be just right, snug enough to stay in place, but loose enough to slip one finger underneath. For 72-year-old George, who struggled with his readings due to his larger arm size, this advice was revolutionary. "I finally found a cuff that fits me perfectly," he beams. "It's like finding the perfect tuxedo for a concert." But here's the crescendo of our composition. Consistency is key. Just as a world-class orchestra doesn't change its tuning methods on a whim, we too should stick to a routine. Create a ritual around your measurements, Dr. Chin advises. Same time, same arm, same position. It's like giving your body's orchestra the same stage and acoustics for every performance. As we conclude our health symphony, remember that these measurements are more than just numbers. They're the notes that compose the melody of your well-being. By following these guidelines, you're not just checking your blood pressure. You're conducting a daily health concert, ensuring that every beat of your heart plays in perfect harmony. Ready to conduct your own health symphony? Subscribe now, leave a comment with your top takeaway, and check out our next video on 5 easy exercises for a healthy heart, linked in the description below.